Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. And Eastern Standard Time right after ATB, guys. Hosting ATB completely threw me off my intro today. Hang on one second. I'll be right back.
Oh, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right after ATB. Let me lower this desk, guys. I feel a little weird. Little high up there. Right after ATB, guys, let me know. Show your face in the chat, ATB crew. I think it's a lot of you guys there. I may have been raided potentially today by ATB. How did DZ treat you? Listen, I like hosting ATB. It's fun, but I'll be honest, I don't think anybody can really do it like DZ with his quick-witted humor. I mean, I don't know. It's big shoes to fill, guys. But it is fun when I get to do it. But guys, we're right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB, and we have an amazing show for you guys tonight. Shout out to the CandleMafia. I see you guys already going nuts in chat, but guys, we have an awesome show. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin. We're taking a look at some of the alts. I'm going to let you guys know if I'm leaning bullish, if I'm leaning bearish, what key levels we're looking at, where's the support, where's the resistance. We're going to take a look at some key levels that we need to break if we want to go bullish, and then we're going to take a look at the levels that we don't want to break if we don't want to free fall into the 14,000s. Pretty interesting poll, guys. I did put a poll in the chat. Hey, guys, Tony Soprano in chat. Show him respect. I'm just saying. I'm going to say what's up to the Mafia in a second, but I saw Tony Soprano in there. Show him some respect. We don't want to piss off Tony Soprano. But, guys, We put the poll in here. What comes first, 17K or 15K? And it's a pretty close split there. 53% of you guys think 17K. The rest think 15K. So almost a 50-50 split. But I'm going to try to break it down for you guys, try to give you some clarity on the markets, let you know if I'm leaning bullish or bearish. And again, taking a look at those key levels and maybe some trade setups. If we see them, I'll point them out to you guys. Don't you worry. But then, guys, at some point in this stream, I don't want I don't know what word I'm looking for. Commit. I don't want to commit. I got commitment issues, people. Don't tell Mrs. Candles. But I don't want to commit to the beginning of the stream or the end of the stream. But at some point, guys, we're going to be taking a little bit of a deeper look into one of the BitLab indicators that we've kind of been teasing on and off. You guys know about market intelligence that points out those divergences. Super, super easy. It even searches for external indicator divergences, such as Market Cipher or whatever other oscillator you're looking at. You could tell this indicator to hunt out those divergences on your favorite indicators. But we're going to take a deeper look into one of the other indicators that we haven't really covered yet on the live stream, because it could be very, very useful for pointing out and trying to pinpoint snipe those tops and the bottoms so you don't get into fake moves. So super cool. It can also be really beneficial if you're looking to get into a trade in an up move, right? I talk a lot about, if you miss the move, you miss the move, right? There's going to be another pump. There's going to be another dump that you could take advantage of, but you don't want to just go chasing the trend, because by the time you catch the trend, a lot of the times price will turn back around on you. But this indicator can help you get into a trade during a trend, right? So if you're in an uptrend and you want to get into that long, it could give you a good idea of when a good entry would be, so you don't enter in on a big green candle and then get instantly wrecked. So we're going to be taking a look at that, guys. Also, if you want to check out these BitLab indicators that I've been talking about, you can go ahead and click the link that I link in the description down below. You'll see it there. It says BitLab Academy, Frankie Candles something. Click that link. It's labeled. It says it's the indicators we've been talking about. If you guys want to go check those out, they are now available to you guys. I know you've been waiting a long time, so go ahead and click that link and go check them out. And without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and say what's up to the Candle Mafia so we can get right into the charts, because we have a whole lot of stuff to look at. Let's go ahead. I see you guys are killing me in chat, man. You guys are hilarious. Somebody said something about, oh God, I wish I saw it. Someone said, something about the circus. They were like, I fit right into this circus, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, somehow I became the ringleader. You guys are too funny. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto. Thank you for being here, man. Super, super OG of the channel. Thank you for tuning in, man. Says, if this is your first time here, welcome. I mean, that's our OGs, guys. People who have been in this community for a while. They just welcome the new people in. I absolutely love it. Let's see. Jonah Lang, what is going on? Thank you for being here, man. Walking Dead, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Dave Digital, as always, one of the biggest supporters of the Candle Mafia. Thank you for being here, Dave. Love seeing you in here. Nomad Dad, what is going on? Walking so I too can have respectable calves. Guys, if you saw that Hit Gaming stream the other week, we were showing off those calves. I was drawing faces on the calves, trying to get my filter to pop up on the calves. Speaking of filter, you think we can get that? Think we can get those filters back up? I don't know if I can do this midstream, but let's continue on here. Rob the Crypto Snob, one of our amazing. I don't think it's going to work. One of our amazing mods, guys. Shout out to all our mods. You guys know we have the best mods in the game. I appreciate everything you guys do. You make my life a lot easier than it should be. I really appreciate you guys. Crypt TKO in the house. What is going on? Super OG. What is going on, man? Happy to hear you here. Happy to see you here. Let's see. Josh, what is going on? Shake out to 17K, then drop to 15K, then lift off. Oh, baby. Light those rocket engines. Let's see. D. Henley, what is going on? I got 10K on the side right now. I know it's close to being time to deploy. How close? It's the big, man, I'm getting an itch if I keep holding back, but I think the bounce is soon. Listen, we are clearly far, far off of the all-time highs, in my opinion. I mean, I've been DCAing in, right? I've been DCAing in for a couple months now, and then as we continue to drop lower, I will weight my DCA a little bit, right? So I was little bit trickling the money out there very lightly. Then we got another leg down. I'm trickling a little bit more. And then we get another leg down. I'm putting a little bit more. We get a big drop down. That's where I start really, really deploying. You have to understand, guys, in this market, You get the big drop down, and then it is likely we're going to have a long period of consolidation, right? And we'll take a look at that in the chart, on the chart in just a second here. But let's say what's up to a couple more Candle Mafia members. Jamar, what is going on? My vote, my like submitted. Shout out to you, man. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. For every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on that wheel of pain and pleasure, where every spin you get a chance to win some free crypto, maybe some free t-shirts. This week, we're giving away Frankie Candles University long sleeve t-shirts. Shout out to Crypto Billy. He created them. He was nice enough to bring me some to the studio. And then he said, hey, Frankie, why don't you give some away? And I said, hey, you don't got to tell me to. Don't threaten me with a good time, Crypto Billy. You make the shirts. I'll give them away. It sounds like a good team to me. But yeah, we may be giving away a couple hats. We're going to be doing a big giveaway because we didn't do our giveaway on Friday, and that was actually a pretty big one. So we're going to be doubling down on the giveaways today, but smash that like button if you guys want to stack even more free crypto on top of that. Let's see. Let's get a couple more people in here. Lazarus, what's going on? Nomad Dad, as always, what is going on? Chemistry Bro, as always, happy to have you here, bro. Chemistry Bro in the house. Was hanging out with him in Discord a little bit last night. Was talking to the Candle Mafia. Laying in bed, chatting with the Candle Mafia. Throwing some of that TA in there. Dave Digital, we said hi to you. What's up, brother? Donnie, what's going on? Basil, what is going on? Bob Johnson says smash those likes. He said it, not me. Just saying. Let's see. Let's see. ADD Dad, what's going on? Anthony Soprano, or as I like to call him, Tony C. Tony S. Tony Soprano, guys, in the chat, repping the Otter Gang. Let's go. Daddy Zach and Wolfman ate my coins. Can't forget Vid Dizzle. What is going on? Let me win some swag. Smash that like button. Let's go. Shout out to everybody. FOMO Sapien, A-Train in here. Let's go. JP Riggs, what is up? Clayton Bonan, what is going on? I appreciate you guys all for being here. Thank you. Jiren, 50-50 poll. Oh, perfect 50-50 poll, guys. The Candle Mafia is split. Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Looks like got a bunch of crabs out there. Bunch of crabs. And, yeah, bunch of crabs. What's going on, Graziano? What's up, man? Thank you for being here, brother. And Gavi in there. What's up? Gavi, you were in Discord last night, I think. We were chatting it up, bro. Was it Gavi? I think it was Gavi. I don't know. We were talking to a lot of people yesterday, but shout out to Gavi. I know you're in that Discord, man. G7 up. What is going on? And without further ado, guys, I think that's all the time we got for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts, guys. I'm on one today. So be prepared. We don't know where this stream is going to go. I'm going to be showing some calves by the end of this stream. We got the South Korean spicy sparkling cave juice right here, keeping the energy going. Sponsored by Cave Juice, guys. Shout out to Jimmy Two Shoes. I love you, brother. All right, guys, here we go. Bada boom. Here we go. Walking in. I don't know what I'm saying right now, guys. Taking a look at the weekly. I want to start off on the higher time frames here. Now, we have been looking at this, between Market Cipher B, if you have the RSI up, whatever you're looking at, we have been looking at some, oh no, not this, where is it? Don't wait for Compernate. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, boom. So we have been looking, guys, at these lower lows on our price action with the higher lows on Market Cipher B. Looks like we could potentially print another double green dot here. Maybe, but basically, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. We are looking at these lower lows on price with the higher lows on our oscillators, giving us those bullish divergences potentially, not confirmed yet, but they are looking like they want to print. So that is something we're keeping our eyes on. If we do wind up getting a move to the upside, it could wind up being pretty big if these higher daily time frames do confirm these bullish divergences, because you could see the 6-day, the 5-day, the 4-day. You see right here. You could see here the BitLab market intelligence indicator letting us know that we have this bullish divergence, and it's letting us know not only is it a bull div, it's an RSI bullish divergence, and you see it says external. That is letting us know that it is printing on Market Cipher B as well. Or if you want to change the settings, guys, you can also go in here and change it to whatever indicator you're looking at, and it will search for divergences on that specific indicator. So we got an RSI and a Market Cipher B bullish divergence confirmed, I believe. I would like to wait for this green dot to print and confirm, but it is pulling a confirmed divergence here. But once we print that green dot and confirm it, guys, this could be This could be the start of a big move to the upside. Now, I don't want to make it sound like I'm coming off super bullish. I'm just pointing out the technicals on the chart here, right? These things are popping up. This divergence is here. That's a fact. That's just information on the chart that I'm bringing to your attention. Whether that plays out or not, we're going to talk about how confident I am in that. You want to remember we are in a bear market. So these bull divs are not going to play out like they do in bull markets. We talk about this every single day. But these are popping up on the chart. So this could potentially be a, if not the bottom, it could be a significant bottom. Right? But again, we're going to talk about how confident I am that these are going to play out. Looking at your 2-day, same thing. Now you start working down to these other daily time frames like the 2-day. We have a MACD divergence, RSI, momentum, and a market cipher B, bullish divergence. But this is kind of what's making me a little bit iffy about these divergences is this 2-day bullish divergence on all of these indicators. You got 4 different indicators screaming bull div. Started to get a little bit of a VWAP flop. Right now, we are not printing the red dot yet, so we could potentially get this to come back to the upside. But if this starts to print a red dot, this bull div is going to get stepped on. It doesn't mean we can't create more bull divs to actually, we could wind up getting this one invalidated and then create another one. We could come down. Here. Price can make another lower low. Your momentum wave can maybe come up. We'll have to see what happens. But this might get stepped on. It is not looking too strong at the moment, but we are not printing a red dot yet, so maybe we can get that to flip around. But just the general idea here, guys, is you want to remember that these higher daily time frames are starting to pull these bull divs. So, they could either be foreshadowing. Like I said, even if this gets invalidated, we could see it roll back up. But this is something I'm watching very, very closely. But again, because this one looks like it wants to get stepped on with that VWAP looking to flop back over, I don't know how confident I am here, but we're going to check a couple other things that might be able to give us a good idea of where price is going to go. And then moving down our time frames here, And yeah, you could see here too, right? We had bull divs here as well on the daily. Typically, that's a very rare bullish sign, but obviously it did not play out very well, right? Let me just hide the market intelligence really quick. You could just see this in general, right? Even from all the way back here, you have lower lows with higher lows coming all throughout market cipher B, and you just didn't get anything to play out just yet. So, but we may continue to just create divergences. But yeah. Let's continue on here. So daily, right? Daily, we do have the confirmed red dot. VWAP looking like it wants to flip back to the upside, but we'll see. We're going to close another daily candle here on stream, so we'll see what happens there. Are we going to get this thing to come up and print another green dot, or are we just going to get this thing to continue down? We'll have to take a look and see what happens once we close that candle in about an hour. And yes, we will still be live, so we will, check it on our way out. We got, is DZ in chat? DZ in chat, question mark. Someone said LG DZ. Let's see. DZ in chat. Maybe. I don't know what his YouTube name is. Is it DZ_BTC? Cavs, you guys are crazy. Bunch of Cavs clowns over here. Let's go. Shout out to DZ if he's in chat. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Certified TV in the house. What's going on, bro? We got J-Lo as well. Good to see you guys here. Let's go. All right. So here we go. Again, daily, if that VWAP flips over, maybe we change our sentiment a little bit, but, we'll have to see what happens. We're going to wait on that that daily close. But red dot confirmed on the daily would be more bearish. And then obviously the insult to injury here is the money flow, right? This money flow does not look good. We worked our way down, faked out to the red, and now we are officially coming down to the red, and that money flow is coming straight down. But yeah, the money flow is really the bearish look here, right? Also, 2-day money flow back in the red. That is generally more bearish. So the bullish hopium are those higher daily bull divs, right? But they're not printing or confirmed yet, so we're gonna wait. The 2-day is the 2-day did confirm, kind of rolled over. So we're watching those. But guys, also if you take a look at your 2-week, right? We took a look at this on the morning stream. Our 2-week. It's not on this chart or on this exchange, but if you come to this one, yellow X, printing on the 2-week chart. That is not a great sign, guys. This could wind up being pretty bearish. Also, money flow coming out pretty aggressively, and that red dot just printing in general is pretty bearish, right? And this money flow is gross. So, yeah, last time our money flow crossed over was right before the March 2020 dump. So it was basically, you know, as we were coming down off this fake little bull run here. So if that money flow crosses over into the red, there may be more pain ahead. So we'll have to see if this yellow X confirms. But moving on here, now we are starting to get into the higher hourly time frames, just kind of trying to scope out things here. Green dot on your 16-hour is printing. Your 12-hour green dot is also printing. So these could potentially give us a little bit of a move to the upside in the medium term. And we're going to talk about what happened today and overnight as we were looking at the charts yesterday on the live stream, looking for a short-term pump to the upside, which we actually wound up getting, and we actually rejected almost at the exact level we gave on the live. But let's work our way down to these lower time frames. Switch back to the Heikinashi candles. 4 hours starting to roll back over to the downside. You could see we kind of bounced back to the upside, but now, you know, I would expect this to come back down towards that 0 line. And then your 2-hour green dot is confirmed here as we kind of just consolidate up here. As we shot through this low volume gap, you could see, obviously, we got a quick move down and then shot right up through that low volume gap. And now we are consolidating. Question is, are we going to roll over, or are we going to potentially, you know, bullishly consolidate here, make somewhat of a bull pennant, and then break to the upside? We'll have to see what happens. And we're going to cover it a little bit more in depth, but let's go ahead and continue on here. 2-hour green dot confirmed. Yeah, 2-hour green dot confirmed. 1 hour looking to roll back over to the downside. We may just continue sideways a little bit here as you see money flow in the green, in the red, in the green, and we could potentially form a pretty nasty bearish divergence here. If we can get another push to the upside. But we are actually rejecting from this local golden pocket. Let me just redraw this so you guys can see kind of what's going on here. From this high to that low, we got through the local golden and then right into that 786, and we are starting to find some resistance there. But let's go ahead and jump in. Let's turn on our TA and take a look at what levels we are watching and kind of what happened since yesterday. Scott Watson in the chat. Someone needs to buy Frankie. Oh boy, with the word Bing printed on it. You're funny. I don't want to say it live because I don't know if it's going to age restrict this video. But yeah, you guys are hilarious. Let's see. 17K, here we come. Let's go, baby. But digging in a little deeper here, guys, as you know, we were looking at this 4-hour green dot yesterday on Market Cipher B. And we were saying, you know, this could give us a move to the upside as long as we can get above this value area low and hold support. And as you can see, let's come down to those lower time frames. We did actually come right up on this value area low. We barely came down to test it as support, and then we got that move to the upside. Basically, exactly as we were asking for, right? 4-hour green dot and the money flow on the lower time frames was coming up. We were expecting that short-term move to the upside, and then you know, we hopped on top of this value area low and then continued up, and now we're just kind of ranging here, kind of consolidating a little bit. And then in the morning stream, right, on the morning stream, we were expecting a little bit of a cool-off as we were coming down here. We kind of peaked out up here and then started coming down, and now we're just kind of ranging. But this is basic. I mean, not much has changed, really. We're just kind of going sideways. That's why we have this range here between about 16,230 and about 17,180. This is the range, right? As long as we remain under this POC, I am not expecting to come much higher. However, we have found support on our value area low, so we could expect to potentially get a move up to that point of control at about 16,812. And as you can see here, right, we came up, came down for a nice higher low, and now we're continuing up. But another major level we need to get above here is 1650, guys. This was the level that we were looking at on yesterday's stream, and I was saying if we could get above this, pulling up our VPVR, you could see that this level at about 1650 is a point of control with a massive high volume node. So this was the first level of resistance we gave last night, and we did get a perfect rejection there. But now, are we going to come up for a second test of this to flip it to support and potentially work up to our POC? That is something we'll have to wait and find out. But once we flip above that POC, again, guys, not much has changed. We could expect a potential move up to our value area high. And then, yeah, these are the major levels I'm looking at. 1650 is the next immediate level we need to break to get that move to the upside. And then once we get up to that value area high, if we can get that high, we will be at that 17K level at about 17,150. Once we get up here, this is where I will be looking for some shorts. You also want to remember, I believe we do have a 786 somewhere up here as well. Yeah, local golden right here, 786 fib level at 17,600. That's another level you want to watch. I think I put all this in the Discord last night, so you guys can, all those levels are still relevant. But yeah, we're just hanging out in the range, guys. If I could just clean this chart up, what I would do is I'd turn off the VPVR. I would get rid of this level, right? We're just looking right here. This is basically what I'm focused on right now. I am just playing this range between the value area high and the value area low. I do think we could potentially just continue to consolidate until we eventually hop on top of this POC. And then really the party can start once we break that value area high, more specifically that 786 fib level, because if you pull up that visible range volume profile, you can see that once we get past this this local golden pocket, you could break through into this low volume gap and move up to our NPOC here, or our naked point of control at 18,397. And again, that's not even that big of a level there. We could easily smash through, looking up towards about 19K to revisit this next high volume node. And this is the very, very important level that we need to get above, because if we can get, I want to call this level something, right? Not only is it the point of control of our more macro range here, but once we break above here, we will essentially be back. We talk about this a lot, back in our old trading range up here, which would be pretty bullish in my opinion, right? Because that gives us an opportunity to come up and fight these highs again and potentially break out into new higher ranges. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any. God, I think I missed the super chat. I do see one here. I apologize for whatever that super chat was I missed. I'm sorry. Let's see. Hey, Noodle, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you more than you could think, than you would imagine. Show ETH. Nah, show Litecoin. Let's go. Shout out to Hey Noodle. Thank you for that super chat. We will definitely take a look at Litecoin, and I will definitely show ETH. Don't you worry. Let's see. Trust Feed says traders like Mafia G are rich right now. Let's go. Shout out to you, Trust Feed. Ron Walker. Let's go. Shout out to Alexander. Says, I watch Ron Walker on YouTube. He has excellent TA. I watch him and Frankie. Let's go. Hey, nothing wrong with pairing a nice Frankie Candles with another TA spice. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, continuing on here, guys. This is basically, I'm really just playing this range right now. Again, as long as we are holding this value area low, I do think there is a case to be made that we can make it up to that POC. Once we break that POC, could be a quick ride up to that local golden / value area high in the 17,000s. And if by some miracle we can break that high volume node right there at about $17,300, that's where you break into that massive low volume gap where things could potentially get very, very fun. Let me turn off the TA just to break it down here. I'm actually going to go ahead, come into here, turn off the value area high, value area low POC, and I'm going to make the value area 100% so we could just see all the volume nice and neat. There you go. And there you go, right? So that major level to break is about 16,850. If we can crack that, again, giant volume gap, and then next big level goes up right to the POC of our previous trading range up here, which again would be very bullish in my opinion if we can get back into that range. But let me go ahead and undo that and then bring back up our levels. And then again, to the downside, guys, major levels of support remain the value area low. And then let me pull up this other chart. I thought I had, the major level here, I don't have the spider lines on that other chart. This spider line right here at 15,255. If we break this, Again, low volume gap. We've been talking about this as Bitcoin's just been going sideways. These things remain the same. Break this spider line, could be a quick drop down to that macro value area low at about 14,400. So not too much has really changed here, guys. Just still kind of playing that range. But with that being said, that's Bitcoin. These are the levels that we are just continuing to watch here. Again, let me hide that VPVR real quick. That $16,500 level that we were looking at yesterday did turn out to be some serious resistance. It is a very high volume node. So once we get above there, that POC at about 16,780 would be very likely, in my opinion. Link, we could take a look at Link in just a second. Let's see. Shout out to Lane Hughes in the chat. Let's see. What's he got? He's always bringing that sauce over here. What's up, my guy? Let's see. It's the door to higher prices. Oh, dang. I missed what he said. Lane Hughes, he says, USDT dominance about to break a golden pocket that it's been pumping off of for weeks. If we break, I feel 19,150 is in the cards. Well, hey, if we could get up to that 19, where is it? There you go. This is on an older chart. We still had that macro point of control up here, that we were talking about on the other chart at about $19,149.61. But if we can get up there, guys, that would be, first off, this would be a very scary level, because if we get up to this macro point of control, we could reject and get a super harsh rejection. But if we could break above it, I would be feeling pretty good. So there's Bitcoin, guys. Let's go ahead, and I do want to take a look at the DXY, as we were talking about this yesterday on the morning stream on the BitBoy Crypto channel, as well as my live stream in all of its glory here, guys. Let's see what market intelligence thinks of this. So you do have a RSI and momentum bullish divergence here. Got that little pump. And now we are putting in a daily bullish divergence on Market Cipher B, which would be pretty bearish for crypto if the dollar winds up playing off this in a big way with that bull div on the daily. This is confirmed. So if we see this thing push higher, potentially to this local golden pocket at 108, at about 108,219. That could give us a drop down for Bitcoin. So daily bull div on the DXY with a daily red dot and money flow back in the daily on Bitcoin does have me a little bit worried. But this is just another thing to keep an eye on. And then getting a move over to the SPY, guys. Let me clean some of this up. This is kind of a mess. But you guys can see here, we did have, let me hide this. We did have a bearish divergence here on the SPY on the daily. It did confirm. We were looking at this yesterday. We were actually looking at this before it actually printed, looking for it to print. Then it printed and it confirmed, and we are getting that drop down we were talking about yesterday. Looking, next level of support does remain this purple box here at about 390. That would be the first level of major support I'm looking at. But nice to see a nice little rejection. Again, guys, divergences are one of the most reliable things you can look at. It's nothing's right 100% of the time. They've been wrong. We've seen them play out, not play out live on stream. So they are not 100%, but they are one of the most reliable things that you can see on a chart. They very rarely don't play out at all. But there you go. This is a little bit more bearish. If we see Bitcoin continue to follow in the SPY's footsteps, we could start to get a move down there for crypto as well. So this is kind of getting me a little bit worried as well. I do believe the weekly is cooling off as here as well. VWAP starting to roll back to the downside. So could just be coming up for a lower high here before coming down a little bit lower. Coming back to Bitcoin, guys, I do, let's just go ahead and check chat real quick. And then I do want to show you guys a little something. I want to show you a little something that we've been looking at, but another BitLab indicator that we have not actually looked at on stream. I just want to dive into it a little bit because it is very, very helpful. It's I think you guys are going to like it. It could actually help you identify strong tops and bottoms with confidence, right? So you're not trying to guess, like, is this the top? Like, it's able to give you nice confirmation to whether you're at the top or at the bottom of a trend. But let's see. My favorite trading strategy: buy high, sell low, and FOMO. Still working. Hey, shout out to still working. Listen, if you watch the Frankie Candles YouTube channel and you stick with us as you have been here, we can help you stop working and continue trading. I know he's just messing around. Shout out to Still Working. I appreciate you for being here. Donato Cabrera, what about that proppy? Shout out to Donato Cabrera. Jeffrey Smith says it's down 135,000%. Oh, dang. Let's see. Bitcoin weekly yellows by me. Oh, hey, shout out to Adrian Chavs, not Cavs, not to be confused with Cavs, but Chavs. Alex O Crypto with the super chat says, thanks, Frankie. You're truly an inspiration. Love you. I love you back, Alex. And I also love the Otter Gang back. Shout out to the Otter Gang. Let's go. J-Lo says, full clown mode. Let's get it, baby. I saw a YouTuber named Margaret is talking about it. Okay, interesting. Please bring it up as it's just now printing, not confirmed yet until candle closes. All right, USDT dominance. Let's see. USDT.D, local golden pocket. I don't know what local golden pocket you're talking about or what golden pocket you're talking about. Lane. Yeah, it's so hard to look at this stuff on the live and try to like decode what people are saying. But hey, this is a little double top action that we were looking at quite a while ago. Is this going to wind up playing out? Ugh, yikes. I hope not. Oski says, hi, Frankie. Love the TA. Shout out to Oski. I appreciate you. I love you being in chat. No. Lane says, no. Leroy Jenkins in the chat. V-Slim. Jonathan Newton. What is going on, guys? V-Slim says, you ought to know by now. Let's go. Lane, try to give me what you want me to look at. I'll try to keep an eye on chat, but it's going to be really hard to look at this and try to figure out exactly what you see. Oh, God, what just happened? What in the Lord just happened? Okay, what just happened? Okay, I don't know what's going on, guys. My computer is has a mind of its own. It's got a mind of its own. Okay. Will BitLab indicators work on free TradingView or do I need premium? No, you should be able to use them on a free version of TradingView. The only downfall would be that you may only be able to bring up a couple of them. You might not be able to bring up all of them. And with that being said, guys, by the way, you guys know if you watch this channel that we are in desperate need to update this, upgrade this TradingView account. But I just, I never find the time, and we always have to turn indicators on and off. We upgraded it, guys. So now we can have 50 indicators, which is great because it's going to segue into our next segment here, and that is taking a look at another BitLab indicator on top of market intelligence. You guys know we took a look at market intelligence. Basically, that is Market Cipher A. Where'd it go? I don't know, guys. I don't know why everything is just glitching out here. Where is it? Is everything okay? Yeah, I don't know why these... Very annoying. Okay. All right. So let's pull up BitLab Market Intelligence. Are these not in my favorites anymore? That's why. Okay, I don't know why these got moved off my favorites. Interesting. Yeah, guys, we got a whole lot of different indicators to look at here. Yo, I can't win with this thing. Okay, so the one we're going to be taking a look at is Relative Extrema. Or relative extreme, as I like to say. Adil Hussein says, Blood Diamond on the one-day normal candles USDT chart. Shout out to Adil. We need people out here like Adil, just keeping an eye out on the charts, keeping us all updated. Thank you for calling that. We'll take a look because that will change our that VWAP was coming up, but if that Blood Diamond plays out, probably going to be pretty bad. Crypto Arbitrage University says, can you walk through a bearish divergence play out? Absolutely, I can. And I will actually show you using market intelligence as well as we'll also take a look. It'll be a very, very obvious and large bearish divergence that we'll take a look at on the weekly time frame. Why won't this? There we go. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, sorry guys. The bat phone is ringing, and I think this is important. Okay, gotcha, guys. Very important here, guys. Sorry. Okay, boom. Sorry, that actually was relevant to the live stream. If you guys didn't know. Anyway, here we go. All right, so guys, Relative Extrema. This is a very, very, very helpful indicator, and I'll tell you why. A lot of people ask me, Frankie, if we are in a strong uptrend or we are in a strong downtrend, And I don't want to sit on my hands. I don't want to miss the move. I think it's going to be a strong, long uptrend. I don't care. I'm not missing this move. I know it's going to be a big move, and I want to get in. But I don't want to get in at the top. I want to get the best entry, right? A good way to do this could be using this indicator. Now, basically what this indicator does is you have two main parts, right? You have the cloud, and then you have these bars, right? So what this does is anytime these bars exit the cloud, anytime right here, right here, right here, right here, right? You see them coming out of the cloud. Even right here is a very extreme example of it. Anytime you are outside of the cloud, you see any of these naked bars. That's what I call them, naked bars. Naked candles, we can call them. Yeah, that kind of gives me a weird image. But anyway, anytime you see these candles come out of the cloud, it's indicating that price is out of where it should be, right? It's in the extreme, right? So it'll make a lot more sense when we look at it on the chart. But basically what this is going to do is it can actually let you know where the tops and the bottoms are, right? So you could see here that we got this little candle. Here you go. Let me zoom in a little bit. We got this candle to move up, right? We got a big wick up to the upside, and you can see that our candle came out of this cloud. This is basically letting you know, like, hey, I know this candle's moving up, but you are out of the norm here, right? This is an extreme move. You are out of the norm. This cloud is the norm, but that candle is sticking its head out, and it's out of the water. It's like a fish out of water, okay? That's how you can think about it. It's like a fish out of water, and that fish is not going to want to stay out of that water for too long. So right here, this would indicate, like, hey, you could also think of it like this, right? Rubber band getting stretched out, right? It's likely that it's going to snap back into that cloud and reverse directions, right? So if you were looking at this, you would have seen price pumping up, but then you would have looked down here and seen that your candle was out of that cloud, indicating that it may not last up here and it is likely to turn back around, and that is exactly what happened, right? So if we just zoom out and kind of like right here is another really, really good example. Now, you see you have a candle, big wick to the upside, and then this one tried to get up as well. But both of these candles down here are out of that cloud, indicating like, hey, the rubber bands are a little too stretched above this cloud. You might snap back to the downside, and then boom, it indicates a reversal, and you come down. Even right here, you see we got a move to the upside. We came up against resistance, so you may be expecting a little bit of a rejection already, right? You come up against resistance. Are we going to get rejected or are we going to break through? But because your candle's outside of this cloud here, you would not expect this to break through resistance. And then what happens? Boom, you get that reversal to the downside, right? And then right here as well, this one's extremely out of the cloud. You would expect this to reverse to the downside. And then it's the same way to the upside, right? So if you come here, let me try to find out. Right here is a perfect example, right? Great example right here. Let's go ahead and get rid of these fibs. Right, this is the sauce, baby. This is the sauce. Let's see. Okay. Or the cloud thingy. Okay, so here we go. So let's say, right? Let's say you're in an uptrend, right? And you're coming up, and you think you're going to come up higher, right? You think let's just say you come up, now you're cooling off. But you think this trend is strong. You think it's going to continue, right? And you're trying to find an entry on the uptrend. Again, this is an example, guys. This is an example. I don't want to spend too much time going back trying to find the perfect example. But let's just say you're expecting this trend to pull back, make a higher low, and you think this thing is just going to keep going up, right? And it's going to go into an uptrend, right? But you don't want to get into the uptrend, right? You don't want to wait for price to rip, enter up here, take the ride all the way down, even if you are going to come back up, right? You want to wait for a pullback, and you want to enter right here. Now, this is how you can use this, finding confluence as well, right? So where are we going to try to find some support? We can pull some local golden pockets. That might be a good level if we come all the way back down to your value area low. If you want to go to some lower time frames, you could find some other starts of the impulse right about here. So the start of the impulse to, that first big move to the upside, you go from the bottom of there to the top. And let's just say you see this local golden pocket. So you're expecting some support down in this area because you know you're going to come down to the local golden pocket or the local 786 fib level, right? So this would be kind of where I look to enter into uptrends, right? So if I think this is going to continue and I want to get in, I would wait for a pullback to a local golden or a local 786. But sometimes when you come down here, it's a little iffy, right? You're getting down there, you're like, oh God, is this going to break? Is the trend about to reverse? Like, are we going to hold the support here and continue higher? I don't know. But what you can do is you could come down here to your BitLab relative extrema and try to figure out if you are getting into extremes compared to the relative price or the normal price, right? So you come down here, right? Even on this candle, you see you did peek out of that cloud a little bit, letting you know that, hey, this might be near the bottom. And then let's say you missed that. It came back up. It came back down. You have a pretty clear example right here where your bars come right outside of your cloud. You see that there. This is indicating that you're in an extreme level. You're an extreme level, and it is likely that you're going to reverse, or this is as far as you're going to come. You could get in there. You could have got in there. If you missed it on this one, you could have even got in on these bars outside of the cloud. And then if you missed out on this, you could have got in on these bars outside of the cloud, and you would have basically been getting in at the bottom of that correction to ride these back up on that nice little continuation to the upside. Now, I'm not saying that this trend looks like it's going to continue way higher, but I'm just using this as an example of how you can use the BitLab relative extrema, that when price is entering that level that you're expecting price to bounce off of, in this case, a local golden pocket / local 786, a lot of people get spooked here, right? This is why I always say you could be as good at TA as you want, right? I know that this is probably going to pull down to a local golden pocket or local 786. It's probably going to find support, and that's where the trend will continue. You'll make a higher low, and you'll continue up. That is a completely different thing. To be able to see that, recognize it, and get confirmations that might allude or agree with that, right? I don't know, allude was the wrong word, but like you can find all your confirmations, but it's a whole nother thing to have the confidence and the certainty to be like, I'm going to jump in, right? But this gives you that extra confirmation, right? So you come down to your low, and then you come down to your local golden pocket, and you're seeing that all these bars are coming out of the clouds, indicating that we are in an extreme environment to the downside, right? We are away from the relative price, right? So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And I'm going to, by the way, guys, all these indicators are going to have in-depth tutorials on my channel. I want to take Mrs. Candles. Oh, Mr. Candles open up a school. Shout out to Young Chi. I appreciate that, man. And maybe we will. It's called Frankie Candles University. Let's go. But yeah, I mean, This is again, we're going to have tutorials going in depth on all of these indicators. I just want to start just kind of teasing these and showing you guys, kind of how you can use these if you guys want to start trying them out or getting them by clicking the link in the description. You can get access to these. But yeah, this is, I mean, right here as well, right? It is so useful, guys. Look at this, right? You come down, we get a nice little pump to the upside, but is this going to be sustainable down here? Now, this is the 5-minute chart. But like, if you get that move up, right, is this sustainable? The relative extrema says absolutely not. You see your weight, your cloud is down here. All these bars are outside of the cloud, showing that you are, I don't really know the word to use, but you're like overextended, right? Like this is overextended. You're outside of your comfort zone. I'll figure out a good way to explain it, but you are just outside of this cloud, indicating that, price is not comfortable up here and needs to reverse back to the downside, and that's when you get the move down here. So it's a really, really good way to confirm things. So there you go, guys. That is the BitLab relative extrema. And then we can also just use this to try to figure out, like, let's use this on live price, right? Look at these bars on the 12-hour, right? These are all the way out of the cloud, indicating that we may snap back to the upside. Very interesting. 16 hours showing the same thing. Let's take a look at the daily. Now, the daily telling a little bit of a different story here, kind of in the cloud there, but you see right here, these candles came out of the cloud. You got to move to the upside, right? Then look at this one. These two candles came out of the cloud, indicating that you may be getting close to a bottom, and this candle was the actual bottom. So you would essentially want to be buying these candles to the downside outside of the cloud. Anytime the candle comes outside of the cloud to the downside, this is where you would want to look for longs or look to be buying. And then anytime you are outside of the cloud on the above that zero line, you have these candles come out of the cloud above the zero line. This is where, you would be looking to sell or be looking for shorts, and you could see how beautiful. I mean, this is another example I didn't even know was going to happen, right? You're outside of the cloud here. Price is uncomfortable up here. You know you're expecting a move to the downside, and then boom, you're outside of the cloud here. You're looking for buys down here, and that's how you can short the top and long the bottoms with confidence. So there you go, guys. Just a little teaser. Just wanted to bring that up. But now, we could even pull this up on the weekly, right? Look at this. Coming outside of the cloud here, right? Indicating that we may be finding a local bottom. Even this candle is a little bit outside of that cloud, indicating we might be at a bottom, as well as if you start using this with market intelligence, right? Let's come to the 2-day, see what's happening, right? So you're in the cloud on the 2-day, but let's say that weekly, you're out of the cloud. Let's say you're out of the cloud and you're pulling a bullish divergence from your market intelligence. That's how you can use these to kind of confirm each other. So really, really helpful indicator here, guys. And we're going to, again, be covering this much, much more as we continue to use these. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me DMs. I'll try to get to any questions, or if you guys want to ask them in chat, I could try to answer them for you. You can hyperextend an elbow and it hurts like a freight truck. Yeah, I know what that feels like. Shout out to Lucho. Lucho, there's no giveaways going on today, man. Are you just you're coming in to start scoping out how you're gonna win the giveaway this week? I know you, Lucho. Shout out to Lucho. I appreciate you. What's the name of the indicator? This one on top is called BitLab Market Intelligence, and then the one down here is called BitLab Relative Extrema. And I can go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put a link in chat if you guys want to go ahead and check these out. I will also, I'll leave that in chat. You guys can click there, go to the indicator section, and you can go ahead and check them out there. And enjoy them, guys. Enjoy them. Can't wait for the VIP Discord, and shout out to and.com. Me too. Coming very soon. We're hoping to launch. By the way, I feel like I never did like an official launch here, guys. Frankie Candles Premium Discord is on the way. I subtly hinted to that many times. But sometimes people don't get it. But the Premium Discord, guys, the paid sauce is on the way, and we're hoping to launch it as early as the beginning of next week. Super excited, just crossing our T's and dotting our I's there. And if you really want to take your trading seriously and take it to the next level, the free Discord will remain, guys. Like I've said from the beginning of starting this channel, everything that you guys get for free on my channel, on the Discord, will remain free. I'm not locking the free Discord and making it paid. Everything that you're in the free Discord will remain exactly the same. We are just adding additional sauce for people who are willing to pay a little bit to get a little bit more sauce. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to jar this stuff up and stock it in their fridge. And we got to give those people an option. Shout out to Tony D putting that BitLab indicator link in there. You guys can click that as well. Hey Noodle says, show those calves. Hang on. This is going to be hard, guys. I'll try to show the calves. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to try. Oh, I'm wearing pants. Psych, I'm wearing pants, guys. Anyway, so what Lane Hughes says, what's in the premium Discord? No. Okay, yeah, so it is not a signals channel. It's not going to say like it's not going to tell you when. It's not going to be a signals channel. I don't do signals. I think they're a bad idea. It doesn't really teach you anything. And listen, if it was as easy as signing up for a signals group, and you just, this guy texted me and told me to buy. Oh, he told me to sell. I made $1 million, right? If it was that easy, everybody would do it, right? No one would have a job. So I don't believe in signals groups. I'm not saying that you can't have a successful one, but what it will be is it's going to be, it's basically as good as a signals group without telling you exactly when to buy and when to sell. Because if I get into a trade, by the time I put all the TA and put the entry and put the stop loss and put the take profits and put everything in the Discord and hit enter, you guys are going to miss a majority of the move, right? And then that's how you get your people wrecked. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump the gun, right? I'm going to show you guys when I see a setup starting to happen, right? I see, hey, this is looking like this is looking like it's setting up for a nice dump, right? If this, and this happens, this is where I'm looking to short. I'm giving you exact levels that I'm looking at with the exact confirmations. That way, instead of trying to race to your computer and put in the exact trade that I told you to buy and sell or whatever, which, again, do not believe in, this way, you guys know what to look for ahead of time, so you can literally be staring at the chart, and as soon as it happens, you can get the actual entry that you deserve, not the 10-minute late entry, and then I get the good entry, and you guys get the entries, right? So it's gonna, shout out to Lane. He says, I got you. Yeah, so it's gonna be basically like Jason Kasper's. Maybe I don't know if I think he says he doesn't do signals. But yeah, I guess similar to that, right? Basically be giving you guys the setups. So yeah, basically just spoon feeding you the trades, right? So, and it's going to be cool. There's going to be day trade setups, scalp trade setups, swing trade setups. We'll be sharing charts. And then, yeah, we're going to be adding to it as we go. So whatever's in there to begin with is only the beginning. And then we're thinking about maybe adding some exclusive premium live streams with the tighter knit group of people. So you guys can ask questions, have more direct access to me. Maybe one-on-one. Maybe we'll work in one-on-one training sessions or whatever, tutor sessions, whatever you want to call it. We'll work in some one-on-one stuff. It's set. Okay, yeah. So Jason Kasper's is setups. Okay, yeah, nice. So yeah, copy trade mafia is a no-go. It's just not good, right? I want you guys to be successful. I don't want you guys to be a slave to me, right? I am here to help you guys. I am not here just to, just get some quick money grabs, right? I am here to help you guys become successful traders, and I truly mean that. It's not like, we're not just because with a signals group, it's like, a lot of people is like they know that people are going to register that in their brain as free money. Right? Even though that is way far away from the truth. When you say, hey, I'm just going to tell you when to buy and sell, you don't have to do anything. They're pitching you a pipe dream. They're pitching you something that is never going to happen. Right? If it was so easy for me to just text, there's so much more that goes into it. So they're basically selling you something that's too good to be true, and they know it. And it's, but I don't know. The thing is, I'm not saying it can't be a positive thing, right? But you have to make sure all your users understand that you should do your own TA. So I'm just skipping that whole thing. So yeah, anyway. Also, only calves coming very soon, guys, for anybody who wants to get a close-up picture of those calf veins. But anyway, guys, jumping back in, that's a little sneak peek into the premium Discord, kind of what you guys can expect from there. And that's only a few of the things. It's going to be much, much more. And again, we're going to add to it over time. Let's see. The naked, shout out to the naked Canadian. I see that stuff about KuCoin. So listen, obviously you want to be careful with everybody, right? Any exchange you put your money on, you want to be very careful. Things are a little uneasy right now, obviously, in the bear market. We're seeing these things go insolvent constantly. But the thing with KuCoin, guys, is it's from what I understand, it is the high yield that these people are talking about being sketchy is not what people are thinking of. It's I don't know the exact details, but what they're looking at with these high yields are it's not like how do I explain this? It is not what everybody thinks. It's a different type of product. It's not their main lending product. Those are still very reasonable APYs, right? It's not like you're getting 200% on your USDT. Their actual lending products are very reasonable and not sketchy at all. The thing they're talking about is some other thing. I'm not very familiar with it, but I think your return, your APY is dependent on the performance of an asset over at the maturity, right? So I can get more information on that to you, but just make sure you look into that stuff because I think, again, you want to look into it. You want to make sure. But from what I read, it is they're mixing things up. But yeah, definitely do your own research. Do your own due diligence, guys, especially right now. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Dixon, guys, we got Dixon in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Dixon. Thank you for being here. Anyway, just continuing on here, guys. Someone said they wanted to see a bearish divergence play out, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch over to regular candles. I'm going to go ahead and use the bar replay mode, and I'm going to go ahead and bring us back on the weekly, right? On the weekly. So this is one of the most textbook examples of a bearish divergence that I can think of, and as we watch the weekly start to play out with these candles, right? Obviously, we had this big dump down in May of 2021, and then we went on to, start to print our higher highs and print our actual all-time high. Did we get it here at about 69K? I actually can't tell if that's it. Yeah, there it is. So we got 69K here on the weekly time frame here, guys. And not only that, the BitLab market intelligence indicator called this bearish divergence. If we go here, come on, and then we'll make this full. You could see here we had an RSI and a momentum bearish divergence. You could see it. It's marked in red here. You have your higher high, and then if you pulled up your RSI and momentum, you would see the lower highs. But you don't need that, right? Because your BitLab intelligence indicator is telling you there's a big weekly bearish divergence here. And let's just say, I mean, we all know how this played out, but let's just say we got into a trade here and we shorted this thing, right? Say, whatever. We did that and we wanted to, target these highs, put your stop loss wherever you want. I'm not going to make this an exact, trading tutorial, but there's your bearish divergence, and here you go, right? So you have your higher highs, and then if you pull up, let's just pull up our RSI to take a look, right? Pull up your RSI. If you don't have any paid indicators, you could see that you do have your lower highs here giving you that bearish divergence. Depending on what indicator you're looking at, this is saying it's an RSI, bearish divergence, higher highs, lower highs. You're expecting a move to the downside. What happens? Obviously, I'll just hit play on that. Obviously, there you go. I mean, depending on where you set your stop loss, we technically would have gotten stopped out there, but that was not actually set. But there you go, right? There is a bearish divergence playing out in a severe, look at that. If you caught that bearish divergence, you could have started shorting at the top of the bull market, and you could have, boom, you could have rode this thing all the way down. Much harder to do, much easier to say than to do. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There's a bearish divergence. You have higher highs, lower highs on your RSI, or whatever other oscillator you're looking at or momentum indicator you're looking at, and then boom, this thing played absolutely ridiculously to the downside. And yeah, could have been a lot of money to be made if you were able to get into that short all the way down there. So that's how a bearish divergence plays out. Shout out to Tony D. Thank you for the super chat, my brother. He says, to all asking, price is not 100% yet, but whatever it ends up being, Frank will ensure you get value out of it. We may offer sign-up discounts at first, and there will be a multi-month annual discount. So yeah, still trying to work out the price here, guys. So yeah, but you can believe that it's going to be packed full of that sauce, guys. We're gonna bring the value on this. But there you go, guys. A little bearish divergence sauce, little BitLab Extrema sauce, a little market intelligence sauce. Absolutely love it. Again, we're gonna be bringing up these indicators a lot more as we continue to work with them here. But beautiful, beautiful stuff. And then yeah, let's see. We'll just continue playing this out. Yeah, I mean, yeah. See, even here, right? You could see. We got that little pump to the upside, right? This is beautiful. I'm gonna mute the BitLab intelligence. Just so you guys know, this candle coloring indicates, I believe it's change in momentum. Basically indicates trend change. You could see you get green, and then as that green starts to fade off, you start to lose the momentum and the trend changes. And then as it starts to turn blue, you start coming up, and then it starts turning light blue as you come down, and it just changes over time based on the trend. However, if you were looking at this, I'm going to go ahead and mute that so we could see a little better. Here you go, right? We came down, we got a little move to the upside, and you may be thinking, a lot of people thought, right? Oh my God, this thing's going to go to the moon, right? I think this is, everybody's looking at these higher prices at this point, but your BitLab Relative Extrema, you could see your candle way outside of your cloud, right? This was indicating that this uptrend was not sustainable and it was likely to snap back to the downside, and then boom, you get that big dump. So there you go. I can't stop with the sauce, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really excited about these indicators. They're super, super useful. But there you guys go. With all that being said, we got 720 people in the live stream right now, guys. We're going for 600 likes. Go smash that like button if you have not already. 600 likes, and I'll take off my dang hat. I'll give my hat away. I don't know who wants this used hat, but hey, if you guys want this used hat, get us to 600 likes, and I will give it away. Maybe I'll just give you guys a new one. I don't know. But yeah, smash that like button if you have not already, guys, and let's go ahead and take a look at some of these altcoins. Shout out to Anonymous in the chat. Let's go. What's up, bro? Anonymous says, buy my indicator. It's the Moose Autolator. Haha. Shout out to the Otter Gang. Let's go. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see. Please, baby Jesus, can we have XRP and HBAR today? Let's go ahead and start off on XRP, guys, and take a look here. Okay. Bada boom. All right, let's see. Shout out to Ronnie P says Otter Gang. Let's go. Actually, guys, I gotta bring up somebody. Actually, Alex explained to me. Thank you, Tyler says when alts. Keep me on track. Let's go. But yeah, Alex O Crypto actually explained to me what the Otter Gang was, and it was a hilarious explanation. I actually don't know if I answered you, bro. I gotta answer you, but I'm gonna bring it up and I'm gonna read it out loud because it's kind of hilarious. It's like an alliance of CandleMafia members in the Discord. I love it. Okay, so taking a look at XRP here, guys. Let's see. You know what to do. Let's go. Okay, looking at the weekly time frame here. Let's pull up Market Cipher B. And guys, with indicators, right? One thing, there's all different types of indicators, right? There's no one indicator solves every problem. This is why we always talk about looking at multiple things, finding confluence among multiple indicators, right? A lot of people always ask me, like, what's the best indicator, right? And it really comes down to preference and what you're trying to do. So for me, right, we pull up Market Cipher B all the time. So let's go ahead and pull up Market Cipher B, right? So I would be looking for we find general trends and we do our basic analysis with Market Cipher, and then I would pull up the BitLab Extrema or the Market Intelligence Indicator to get a deeper look, right? So we got our general TA done with the Market Cipher. Now let's pull up the other indicators and take a little bit of a zoomed in view, a little bit more of a dissected view into what's happening. Are these trends sustainable? Is this kind of an extreme move that's not likely to be sustained? Are we expecting a reversal? So and then Lux Algo is a totally different thing. They have market structure. They have, order blocks, whatever it is. There's all different indicators, and it comes down to what you like to use and what works for you. You might hate Market Cipher and love BitLab indicators. You might hate Lux Algo and love Market Cipher. You might hate Market Cipher and love some free indicator that you find. Don't get caught up in exactly what indicator everyone else is using. Just if I show you something and you find it useful and you're like, wow, that actually looks pretty useful and it works for you, then that's fine. There's no just one indicator is better than the other, just so you guys know. But anyway, some of them serve different purposes, right? But anyway. Here we go, right? So looking at Market Cipher B on the weekly, you do have your VWAP coming back up, right? Coming up towards that zero line, as well as your BitLab Extrema bars coming out of your cloud here, indicating that this move to the downside might be a little overextended and you might get another shot to the upside. So looking for that VWAP to start rounding closer to that zero line. You are getting rejected there a little bit. 6-day about to print a green dot. 5-day about to print a green dot. Your 4-day is printing a green dot. And then once we pull up looking for bullish divergences on our market intelligence indicator, I'm actually going to hide the 3-dimensional candles just to clean things up a little bit. Turn on the Heikinashis. So let's see. 3-day, looking at the 3-day. Green dot starting to roll over with the VWAP. Your 2-day. Yeah, 2-day starting to roll over as well. Money flow generally coming to the downside. Generally coming to the downside there. Your daily money flow back in the red here, guys. That is not the best look. Confirmed red dot. We'll have to see where this takes us. VWAP starting to work its way back up. We do print another daily candle here in about 10 minutes, so we will see kind of what happens here. Are we going to start printing another green dot? This will be very, very indicative of which direction this thing is going to choose to go. But let me just collapse some of this stuff as we continue to look over here. So let's see. Taking a look at your 4-hour. Let me pull some levels here for you guys. Let me get rid of all of our drawings. Go over here. What am I looking for? Show only last divergence. There we go. Okay. That'll clean it up a lot. Boom. Okay. So taking a look here at the 4-hour. Let's go ahead and pull some volume on this thing. Let's see. Visible range volume profile. Okay, yeah. So if we look Yeah, we'll just zoom in a little bit, get a little more local levels here. Okay, so there you go, right? This is essentially what we got going on here. Above the POC, right? We do not have, we do have a little bit of a gap here. But if we could hold above this POC, could potentially work our way back up to about 47 cents. However, obviously, we don't just want to look at the volume profile. We want to look at some other stuff as well. Let's pull up Market Cipher B and BitLab Relative Extrema. So yeah, if we can hold on to that POC, VWAP coming down on that 4 hour, looking at your 2 hour, money flow coming out on your 2 hour. That doesn't look the best, to be 100% honest with you. Yeah, looking for that. Yeah, 4 hour money flow coming out, 2 hour money flow coming out, 30-minute money flow coming out. Your lower time frames. Yeah, money flow kind of bing-bonging around, right? But zooming out a little bit here, there we go. Could just kind of consolidate up here, guys. Not going to lie. Might just be a little bit boring for a little bit. Boom. Yeah, it might just be a little bit boring here. But yeah, might kind of just range around here. As long as we stay above this POC, though, we would expect to potentially come up to these levels. However, with the way Market Cipher B is looking, we might continue to cool off here. But that point of control sitting at about 38 cents is the key level you want to hold to potentially make it closer up to your value area high at about 47 cents. And then taking a look at BitLab Relative Extrema, like here you go. Actually, I can't really... there you go. These are massively, massively out of your cloud, right? Your cloud's all the way down here. These bars are all the way outside of your cloud, indicating that this may be ready to roll back over to the downside, which is kind of similar to if you look at this VWAP, looks to roll over as well. So VWAP on the 4 hour on Market Cipher B looking to cool off. Your BitLab Extrema bars are outside of your cloud, showing that this move to the upside might be coming to an end. Can we find any more confluence? Are we coming up to any interesting areas of resistance? Let's go ahead and pull a local golden pocket. Could we? Look at that. You can't make it up, guys. We may, right? This is looking like we could potentially get a little bit of a rejection off of this local golden. And again, that point of control, let this zoom out a little bit. That point of control sitting at about 37 or 38 cents would be the level that we would look to hold. So through all this confluence, guys, this move to the upside looks like it could be coming to an end pretty shortly here. And then, yeah, your 1 hour is about to print a red dot as well. So that would also be indicative of a rejection. So do we have any divergences or anything like that? That 1 hour just missed the divergence. Turn on BitLab, see if that comes up at all. Is this thing still looking for external? Looking at external indicator, Market Cipher B, blue wave, bada boom. There we go. Okay, yeah, there you go. So 45-minute bear div is printing here, guys. Money flow crossover into the green, so you do want to be careful with the short. However, look at what we're looking at here. I'm going to hide some of this stuff so it doesn't get confusing because I don't want any of these extra indicators to confuse anybody, right? Because too much information is sometimes bad information, and that's not what we want. So we're going to do this the right way. Get rid of our, actually, hang on. Let's mark this at 38 cents or about 38 cents. That's our key level that we don't want to lose, right? This is our chunky boy key level. And then we're also going to make it a little bit brighter because we know it's strong, right? This is the level we're looking to hold, right? And you could see, boom, into key resistance. Now, not impossible to get a push up into the 786 up here. However, you have higher highs on the 45-minute. With your lower highs, you are printing the red dot. Once that confirms, this bear div will be confirmed. So this would be potentially a decent spot to ride this thing down a little bit. And then again, pulling up that relative extrema, Not outside of the cloud here, really, but if we come up to that 1 hour or even that 4 hour, we are way outside of this cloud. So technically, that would indicate a move to the downside. Again, key level of resistance. Nothing has really changed here. We're just adding another confirmation, right? We found the bear div, right? We're coming into key resistance, and now relative extrema on the 4 hour is saying that this might not be sustainable. So might be a good place to look for some short confirmations, similar to that 45-minute bear div, and then money flow coming out on these time frames, right? 15-minute, back in the green. 24-minute, crossing over into the red. 30-minute, back in the green. Some mixed signals here, but, might be a little scalp opportunity here, right? And again, if you're using good risk management, guys, and your losses are smaller than, oh, God, time to show ETH. That's right, guys. We will show ETH right now. But, yeah. Might not be the worst probability there. Not a trade call, guys. I'm just saying I'm not taking this short, but I'm just saying, to be honest, there's not enough confirmation there for me. Nothing's really I like to see things very clear. And we do have some things here. We do have a lot of confluence, but we'll just see. Let's see how this plays out, right? We'll see how it plays out. But anyway, moving on to ETH. Everybody wants to see ETH. Let's go. And guys, the reason I don't really show ETH that often is not because I don't like ETH. It's just because ETH very often looks very similar to Bitcoin. So it's just, but there you go, right here on the 10-minute bear div printing. I mean, you could just see that, right? You could see here higher highs, right? On market cipher B, lower highs. That's your bear div. Are we coming up into any key levels? I'm sure we are. We did get rejections over here. Probably have a value area high in somewhere. Value area high somewhere at this level. Yeah, coming right up to that value. Can't make it up, guys. Can't make it up. Coming right up to your value area high here. If we lose that POC, might be getting down to about, 12 times. Really not that big of a move. Hey. Bear div on your 10-minute here. Let's see, is it on the 15? Yeah, 15-minute as well. Nice little bear divs. MACD, RSI, 2 bear divs right there. Could be another potential opportunity to look for some more confirmation. Money flow coming out pretty aggressively on your 15-minute. Checking that 4 hour. Looking for the red dot on the 4 hour. Yikes. Might be getting a move down here in the short term. Link, we could take a look. It's so hard to keep this guy on track. I'm a loose cannon, guys. I'm a wild boy. Show ETH. Everybody show ETH. Oh, my God. Oh, God, you guys are too funny. Ole, tequila. Let's go. Let's see. You guys are too funny. You guys are funny. All right, let's see. ETH is just a more boring version of Boomer Coin. Coming up to some resistance here, guys. I bet we could probably find a local golden. Let's just shoot our shot here. I'm going to shoot my shot from up here. 3-pointer. Oh, so close, guys. So close. So I'm going to go from this high. There you go. Kind of playing around with a local golden pocket there. Could push into that 786 before rejecting. But again, 4 hours, same thing as Bitcoin on relative extrema. You are outside of your cloud, indicating a correction. So there you go. Also, guys, I recorded a pre-recorded video talking about fair value gaps. I know you guys probably heard, Dave Digital says, when degen paper trade. Listen, I think the degen paper trades have been playing out too often. I can't be putting degen paper trades and then they hit and then everybody wants to actually take the trades. But hey, maybe we have to do it. On the volcanic Hawaiian water, let's go. That's right. Shout out to you, man. Crypto Sauce says, finally saw the SBF and Caroline video. A whole bunch of, oh God. Is that a real thing? I haven't checked in on that, but I am curious. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, taking a look here at ETH, guys, just kind of removing all of our indicators in general. Collapse this. Just take a look here. Just taking a look at the levels, right? We're kind of just floating in between our macro range here. You can see we came up to our value area high, put in massive bearish divergence, and then got a big, massive dump to the downside, broke the POC, bearishly retested the POC. So as of right now, according to the volume profile, it would be more likely to come down and revisit our value area low, which is coming in at about 1017. And if we break that level, probably going to be a quick move down to 756, because if we pull up our VPVR, you can see we have a massive volume gap below this value area low, all the way down to about 756. So again, if you're just going off based off the volume profile, we've rejected the value area high, came below the POC, rejected the POC. Now we're looking for a potential revisit of the value area low. If we don't hold that, expect a quick, violent move potentially down to that 756 level. So there's Ethereum, guys. Not really too much different than Bitcoin, but there's the levels you got to watch. We even got a little bit of a setup there, very similar setup with that 45-minute bear div. So yeah, some things to take a look at. I know a lot of people want to see Link. Let's see. Oh, a CEX. I see. Green dot on the 1 day for BTC. Is that true? This is why we wanted to wait for the daily close, guys, because I said, once we get clarity on what that daily is going to do, if we get rejected again, or if we start printing that green dot, it's going to change what we kind of our sentiment here. But let's see, are we getting it? Oh, that's a 45-minute. I thought I got trolled. Woo, baby! We got the green dot on the daily. Interesting. Let's check Extrema. Yeah, Extrema's out of the cloud, but this is interesting, guys. This is interesting because that red dot. See, the thing here that has me worried is the money flow in the red has got me a little sketched out, to be honest. But that green dot is definitely a better look than it is a bearish look, right? 16 out, yeah. Guys, we might range. Look at this 12-hour green dot confirmed now, but it's already flopping over, right? So we have VWAP flops and VWAP flips happening at the same time. This is indicative of a potential ranging market, and I'm not going to cover this in depth here, guys, but let me just pull up one more BitLab indicator. I know it's a lot to take in one stream. I'm going to cover these more in depth in tutorials, and then we'll kind of just touch on them on the streams when we're actually doing TA. I'll use them to confirm stuff, and we'll just do TA based off of them. But for anyone who's interested, right, the significant movement here, this is interesting because if you look, right, let's just go ahead and grab this box. We'll lock the drawing tool, right? And let's just see, let's just highlight the sideways markets, right? Let's see. I tried to lock that. That's what I wanted. Bada boom. There we go. Highlight the sideways markets, right? Anytime we move sideways. Now, with this, guys, this can also help you find tops and bottoms. When you have a big blue spike, again, I'm not going to explain this too in depth, but flopping and flipping, time to pull the fib, absolutely. But this big blue spike here, right? This would indicate a strong bottom. And as you can see, that called this bottom almost perfectly. And then in the same regard, I don't know if that's the right word to use, as you can see here, this big red wave would be calling a potential top, which is right before we rolled over here. Same thing right here. This was calling the top here before we came down to this. And then even in this big dump to the downside, you could see we got a big blue spike here. The darker the color, the stronger, and then the higher the wave. As you can see here, this big blue spike would mark a bottom and mark the bottom perfectly, and then even here marked a bottom. But the big thing I want to point out here is the sideways markets are represented by these gray, uncolored low waves. You can see that right here, right? Boom. That it's very uncolored. It's gray. That is a sideways market. Right here, you have gray sideways. Basically, you just range. You have sideways here, basically kind of ranged, right? And that's kind of how you can identify when you're going to kind of crab sideways. Right here, unshaded waves, you kind of just crab sideways. And right now, we are getting uncolored red waves. So this would be marking a top because it's red. However, it's uncolored, indicating that we're kind of just consolidating, right? And since these waves have been grayed out right here between here and here. If you mark out that exact same area, we're kind of just ranging here. So this is just another tool. The reason I bring it up is just because it helps you find ranging markets by pulling up those unshaded bars. So you can see here, we might just range here, but that green dot on the daily is pretty decent. That's pretty decent. And your 12-hour... Well, your 12 hours looking poppy. Typically when you're seeing this up, down, this is saying we're going to bounce. This is saying we're going to fall. It kind of just translates to sideways action. And this significant movement indicator kind of just closes out all that noise, right? This is gray, might move sideways. But that does actually change my sentiment pretty decently here with that green dot on the daily, especially because these bars on Extrema are out to the downside, indicating we might rubber band back to the upside. And just to add another dang indicator in here, pulling up Lux Algo price action concepts, we actually do. The reason I pull this up is because I actually did a pre-record on fair value gaps today. So you could see here, I'm going to turn off all this stuff, internal, boom, boom, clean it up. You can see here, guys, if we go to the daily time frame, you could see we do have some fair value gaps up here that would eventually need to get filled, right? So again, if we can crack this very important level of about 16,625, and we can crack into this low volume gap, we could potentially try to get price to come up here and close this this gap up here, this fair value gap, this red bar. If you guys want to learn more about that, the video will be uploaded tomorrow around 1 p.m. if you guys want to learn about fair value gaps. Oh, baby, we got 426 likes, guys. If we get to 600, giving away this hat. Let's go. But there you go, guys. Today was kind of like an indicator stream. I just wanted to kind of show off some of these indicators and how you can use them. And then again, also great example right here. Perfect example. All this sideways action, boring market. How is that exemplified down here on our indicator? All these gray waves indicating a sideways market, as you can see right there. So, there you go, guys. I know there's a lot of indicators for one day. I just kind of wanted to play around with them and show you guys kind of what's possible with them. But there you go. If we flip bullish, here's the thing. Let's see. How long has Frankie been doing TA? So much knowledge. Much. Wow. Shout out to Crypto Sauce. Been doing TA for an hour and 40 minutes. I'm kidding. Yeah, you're probably asking me like how long I've actually been doing TA. A very long time. Shout out to Kelly Kellum. Says, my guy rocking those kick-ass BitLab trading indicators. Let's go. Hope people realize they are over 50% off right now. Kelly Kellum, I did not know that, guys. Hey, guys, they're 50% off. Go check them out. But yeah, anyway, guys, I understand it was a lot kind of to take in over one stream, all those indicators, but we're going to slowly, I'm going to bring them in. I'm going to ease into them, but I want to kind of show them off at first, and then we'll kind of creep them in, and I'll show you guys how to strategically use them so they're not all over the chart. Because as you guys know, kind of my style is keep it simple, and this live stream has been a crowded chart of 50 indicators all at once, but it's just for, just to kind of bring it all to front and show you guys what's possible. And now we'll kind of start adding these in a little bit more strategically. I'm just a little bit excited, guys. Frankie Candles get a little bit pumped up about these indicators. That's all. I'm such a chart nerd. I really am. Like, sometimes I cringe at myself. I'm like, God, dude, you are such a nerd, man. Like, the things I get excited over are so nerdy. But I hope you guys can relate. I hope you guys are just like me. But let's see. Okay, so Kelly Kellum in the house, Donato Cabrera, let's go. Shout out to Kelly Kellum. Bud Light, you're in the house as well. Let's get it. Shout out to Crypto Anon. I don't think I said hi to you today, bro. Thank you for being here. I love you, man. But just to kind of break down, before we hop off here, guys, I just want to break down my general sentiment on Bitcoin, right? Because we are getting some mixed signals here, as we just went over. The higher daily time frames, those bullish divergences are popping up, right? They're not confirmed, but they are popping up. This is something I'm watching for a big move to the upside, right? And again, mixed signals. Two-week yellow X, but I'm taking that with a grain of salt because the last time one of those popped up, the bottom was already in, right? So if we get a move to the upside, I'm going to try to give you guys a bearish case and a bullish case, and I love the nerdy calf man. Shout out to Kelly. The nerdy calf man. Oh, God. Yeah. If we get a move to the upside, right, I'm going to give you guys the bear case and the bull case, and then I'll try to give you guys some more clarity in the Discord either tonight or tomorrow morning. But if we get a move to the upside, you want to understand the context of the market here, and then we're going to get into the wheel. We are up against very important resistance here. We are basically banging our head on extremely important resistance because once we decisively break this level and we crack into the 17K, right? And we break 17K. If that happens, guys, we could get a very, 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 very quick move through this low volume gap. As we had a quick move down, we could also get a very quick move up. And it would make a lot of sense because we would be going to fill that fair value gap, right? We would come up to fill this gap. And if you guys don't know anything about fair value gaps, basically the way they work is when you get and again, tutorial video coming out tomorrow going deeper into these, but essentially all you need to know is these gaps pop up when you get a violent move in one direction. So when you get a violent move to the downside, you create these gaps. And the reason they're important is because it shows imbalance, right? And typically price has to come back up and revisit that gap to fill the gap to rebalance the price, right? So, or rebalance the market. So we would be expecting to come up and fill this gap. It doesn't mean we have to come up and fill it right now. We could get another dump down to 12 to 14K, and we might not fill this gap until we come back up in the next bull market, for all we know. But with that being said, if we did get a shot, just because this big volume gap is here, if we did, and we are right up against this resistance, if we pop up here, break through the 17K, that key level we're watching, and then those higher daily time frames start to print and confirm these bull divs, we could rip through this low volume gap and come to close, not to be confused with the fair value gap. We could rip through the low volume gap and then come to fill this fair value gap. So you could see here, right? We created a fair value gap on our way down here. You could see the fair value gap there. And then price did try to come up and fill it. We didn't quite get there, but price will try to come up here to balance things, right? So that is very common. Maybe we see something like that. It's actually somewhat of a similar setup here. Here you go, right? Bada boom, right? Kind of a similar setup here, right? Kind of a similar setup. So just kind of come down. Maybe we come up to fill that gap. But all I'm saying is between the higher daily time frames, the daily green dot, and the fact that we are right up against this resistance, if we do not reject that level of right here at about 16,550, if we do not reject this level and we break through and we can crack 17K, things can get really exciting. And if we do get a move up, this low volume gap would make it pretty likely that we come up to fill this fair value gap. So that's your bull case. Your bear case is the 2-week yellow X, the money flow in the red on the daily. But I will have to, and again, mixed signals, so we might kind of just range down around here. Maybe we don't get this move until way later. Maybe we kind of range down here. I hope not, but maybe we just range down here for a little bit before finally getting that move up to this gap. But that's kind of the context, guys. We are right up against very important resistance, and if we don't have to break it much harder, we don't have to break much higher to rip into the low volume gap and get a big move up. So things to keep an eye on, guys. And with all that being said, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. I know we didn't take a look at too many altcoins tonight. I apologize. I wanted to get into those indicators and kind of just, we haven't really talked about them that much. They've been available for a couple days, and I did want to kind of go over them and let you guys know what's available, how I use them, and how cool they really are. But yeah, guys, we're just a bunch of nerdy calf men over here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and spin our wheel of pain and pleasure. I can hear Tyler. I didn't even see him in the chat. I could hear him saying, how about those spins? Let's go. But yeah, let's see. Remember, the number of this gang in South Africa is strong 27. Not 100% sure what that means, but shout out to Spikerhond. Shout out to you, man. We will take a look at Link, but let's spin the wheel first, and then I'll take a look at Link, and then I'll get the heck out of here. Bubba's Crypto says, mind the gap. That's right. Now you talk my language, Frankie, on fair value gaps. Let's go. CM Whale. Let's get it, baby. Bing bong. Shout out to Wick. Bing bong. Mind the gap. Let's go. Bing bong. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. How about them winners? Shout out to Leroy Jenkins. All right. Let's go ahead and spin the dang wheel of pain and pleasure. Okay, here we go. Spin numero uno. Let's go, guys. Georgia's got you covered. I don't know what that means. All right, let's see. Thanks, Frankie. J Panda, no problem. I appreciate you hanging out, J Panda. You're always in here. I appreciate you. Next week, the paid Discord you mentioned. on BitBoy. Yes, Jay Smith. We actually just talked about that. Shout out to Carrie. I appreciate you. The more I learn, the more excited I get. Hashtag red tipped green candle. Let's go. Shout out to Carrie Stressel. Carrie Stessel. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And then hit like fools. Shout out to Kenny. Kenny said hit the like fools. But yeah. Yeah, I'm on one tonight, guys. I don't even remember. Man is on fire. Let's go. I don't even know. I was going to answer a question, but I don't even remember what it was. Spin number 2. Rug pulled you on that first spin. Let's see. Frankie, do you know what link staking APY will be, or is it a DZ question? I know DZ is the link man. DZ is the link man. Ricky Bobby, the Discord price is not set in stone yet. It's one thing that we got to kind of finalize. I will say this, it's competitive. It's cheaper than a lot of them. It's maybe more expensive than some, but we are somewhere in the middle. I would say we're probably on the cheaper to we're cheaper than some. We're not really more expensive than many. But it depends on like what the Discords are, right? Because there's some paid Discords that might be $5, but they're not really they don't offer the same thing. So ones that offer similar value to what ours will, I would say we're probably on the cheaper side. But you have to understand it's there's gonna be a lot of value in there. And so yeah, and this isn't, listen, we have a very valuable free Discord. So listen, whatever price we wind up settling on, if it's too expensive for you, you're still going to get so much value out of the free Discord. So just hang out in the free Discord until your trading starts making you a little bit more money. And then you could get, and once you start making money trading, you're not going to care really about the price to get into the paid Discord. So, like I said, if the price comes, I mean, I think it's definitely cheaper than most. We're definitely competitive, but I know, even paying $10 a month for some people is a lot of money. So if you can't afford the paid Discord, don't freak out. The free Discord, the paid Discord, the free Discord will remain what it is. You're still going to get a lot of sauce in there, a lot of education, a lot of help from me, a lot of help from the Candle Mafia, a lot of TA. You're still going to get the same thing. Nothing's going to change. So just hang out in there for a little bit longer till you start making a little bit more money trading, and then boom, before you know it, you're getting that jarred sauce and taking it home with you. Let's get it. All right, let's see. Link staking is more interest than the APY. You also get rewards in from coins from chain links. Partner projects could be accumulating a winner of next cycle without knowing. Interesting. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. I actually don't know much about that. I have to look into that. My first Frankie Candles Live, Troy Stewart. Welcome to the Candle Mafia, and welcome to the Frankie Candles YouTube channel, where I show you how to make money trading crypto, whether the price is going up or down. And sometimes we just go live and I show you 40 different indicators. And we have fun. We're just a bunch of candle nerds over here. Let's go. I don't know how many times we spun this wheel. We did not get 600 likes, I don't think. We got 587. So I probably spun the wheel way too many times. Yeah, we spun it 8 times. We're supposed to have 1,000 likes for 10 spins, but now we spun it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 giveaways, baby. Let's go. That's for the mods. And before we hop out of here, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at Chainlink. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's check it. Okay. I'm going to remove everything. Bada boom. Here we go. Whoa. Okay. Hide the indicators. Okay. So, let's see here. Yeah, kind of just stuck in a range here, guys. Wow. This is actually going to be interesting on the significant move. Yeah. Not too exciting. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and hide this. Excuse me. Taking a look at Link here. Daily VWAP on the way to the downside. Money flow crossing over to the green. God, this stuff is a mess, guys. I mean, yeah, it's bing bong, bing bong. What is going on? 16 and 12 hour. Yeah, looking to cool off on your 12 hour. Looking to cool off on your 16 hour. 8 hour looking for the green, the red dot. Yeah. You see what I mean, guys? The mixed signals, right? Money flow coming into the red on the 16 hour. Money flow looking, yeah, and just kind of bing-bonging around too, but generally coming out on your 12 hour as well. But then your 8 hour looks pretty good. However, nice little bearish. Ooh, on a C breaker structure. Interesting. Okay. I would look for this on Link. I would look for this bearish divergence looking to print here on Link, right? Higher highs, lower highs, turning on BitLab, market intelligence here. No bear div being called on BitLab, but, well, it's not really printing here yet, but look for this red dot to print and confirm for that bearish divergence on the 8-hour. And then once that red dot prints, let's see these lower time frames. Yeah, 24 minutes crossing over. I'd look for that, yeah, money flow being in the red on the 24-minute and that 30-minute crossing over into the red with that 8-hour red dot / 8-hour bearish divergence could give you a move to the downside. Let's pull a local fib, see if we are coming up to any resistance. Yeah, I mean, we're getting pretty close. Let's come down to the 4-hour. Find a, yeah. Getting pretty close to that local golden pocket, but I'd like it to be a little closer. But yeah, look for the bearish divergence printing on the 8-hour. You'll also get it on the 4-hour here. So keep an eye out for that. Once those print, guys, we could get a decent move to the downside. Your 4-hour money flow is also coming out. Taking a look at the Extrema on the daily. Yeah, you're back in your cloud here, so that's not too bad. Your 12-hour, you're out of your cloud. Yeah, I would look for a cool off here on Link coming up pretty soon. So there you go. And then if we do get another move to the upside, I hate pulling fibs. Yeah, I'd look right here. You got some nice confluence. Let me draw this as a box. Boom, boom, boom. Right. So there you go. If we continue up for Link, which I think it's more likely that you cool off here. But if you get another push, look for shorts at this blue box at about 790, between 795 and about 805. Look for rejections in this area, and then keep an eye on those bearish divergences. Let's see, 2 times a day, 7 days a week. Let's see. I don't know. I'm looking to short Link at 815-ish. Frankie Candle, strong resistance there and margin pressure level. Interesting. What do you say? 815. Well, I mean, hey, you're getting pretty close to that blue box there, right? So there you go. Chemistry, bro. I'm seeing almost the same thing you are. If we can get a push up here, that could be pretty bearish. But yeah, I would look for a cool off on Link. And again, if we get a push up again, I would look at that blue box. And with that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. Saving my portfolio. Shout out to Justin Crypto. Telcoin is saving your portfolio. Let's see. All says sideways, my friend. Yeah, D. Henley. Yeah, I could not agree with you more there. But with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. Thank you all. 480 people still hanging around till the end of the stream. I hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys caught some of that divergence sauce. I hope you guys caught some of that BitLab indicator sauce. Again, go check out that link pinned to the top of the chat, or one of the mods, I think, put it in here. Go check them out to get access to those indicators if you guys are interested. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for showing up here every single day to become a better trader with the Candle Mafia. And with all that being said, guys, I'll see you next time tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. And tomorrow, I'll get my intro right the first time. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong. Hold up. Hold up. Yo, I didn't even bring this up. Guys, hold up. Whoa. Hang on. Don't leave. Don't leave. Get back in here. Get back in here. Everybody get back in here. Hang on. Mafia. I didn't say this. I don't know how this slipped my mind. I have so much stuff on my mind, guys, lately. I have a bazillion things going on. But, guys, I never said this. Hold up. I let everybody come back into their seats. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I don't. We won. Did you guys hear that? I don't know. We won. We can't hear you. No way. Was I muted that whole time? No way. No way. Oh, whoa, Bing Bong. We still here. What's your favorite PG song? Was there another goal? Wait. Oh God, I don't know. I don't know if you guys heard this, but I'm just gonna act like you didn't. This was the best one yet. He's messing with us. No, guys, wait. So did you not hear? I don't think you guys heard. Okay, now you can hear. I know you guys can hear now. I don't know if you heard, but we won the Web3 Influencer Award. We got Best TA Personality, guys. You guys showed up. You voted. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate that. We thought CryptoFace won, but he must have won like Best TA or Best TA Streamer or Best something else because we got Best TA Personality. Thank you so much for everybody who voted for me. Super, super cool, guys. We're not even a year into this YouTube channel. I've already winning awards. Absolutely insane. I cannot wait to meet you guys. You guys show up for me. And that's why I show up for you guys every single day. You have no idea how we here now. You guys didn't know anything. Yes, we won. We won. I thought I lost to CryptoFace. And to be honest, I was just kind of pumped that we were even mentioned in the same category as CryptoFace. And I was like, listen, if we're going to losing to CryptoFace is the most epic way to do it. Never thought I'd lose anything to CryptoFace ever in my life. So the coolest thing ever, guys. Thank you so much for voting for me. Super cool. Also, just like plot twist, because I thought we took the L, but we didn't. We took the win. You guys showed up for me. Thank you so much. Can't wait to meet you guys in person at a meetup so I could literally bear hug each and every single one of you guys. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got the belt. I will bring it home to the family and we'll hang it up back here on the set. Thank you so much. And with that being said, guys, that was the longest Frankie fake out you guys have ever gotten. Thank you all. I love each and every single one of you more than you can imagine. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Mwah! Best TA Personality. I love you, Mafia. I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.